Hey guys, I am back from Walt Disney World and getting back into the swing of things, and I thought I would share a trip recap with you guys. Just kind of going through what we did every day, so you'll see part of that in the vlogs, and if you stick around to the very end of this video you will see a trailer for the vlogs which are coming up. I'm giving myself a lot of time editing it just so I can take my time, because yeah, now like I just know it's gonna take a while, especially with how long the trailer took me to edit. But anyways, so stick around for the end for that and let's jump right in. So I'm not gonna say like every single thing we did, but just kind of our day and anything like where we ate and stuff like that. So Sunday was the day we left. That was November 6th. We were up at like 5 o'clock in the morning because our flight was at 10, and because it was an international flight we had to be there like 3 hours early, and getting to the airport and everything. So we were there for our 10 o'clock flight. It was on time. Got to Orlando around 12:30, and then I was like gunning for the Magical Express, like let's go. So we got there, then we got to actually when we went on the Magical Express, because we were with my sister who's in a wheelchair, they kind of had us go over to the side and loaded us first, because they have to tie down the wheelchair and everything like that. So we did that, and then we were the first stop at the Polynesian. Got there, oh my gosh, I am in love with that resort. Like, I did not want to leave. If I ever go missing, check the Polynesian because I'll probably be there. And so we checked in. We had 4 different rooms, and because it was DVC, so there's only 3 buildings in the resort that are DVC, but there's 3 floors, so like that's a lot of rooms. But I just kind of figured that if we were in different buildings, that's okay, we'll just figure out where to meet and stuff like that. But they wanted us to be all in the same building, so it took a little bit of time to get checked in and get everything sorted out. So Alex and Megan's room, they were good to go. They were in Pago Pago, and then Ethan's family's room was ready in Tokelau. My parents' room was ready in Tokelau, and then Ethan and my room was not ready yet, but it was going to be in Tokelau. So Alex and Megan, after the first night, moved to Tokelau, and we just like threw stuff in our room, and then they moved. Like they went back later that day, like at night when they were going back to their room. They just had to figure out their room number. But so it was good that they got that all sorted out. They said like if you're traveling and you know you're going to have a bunch of rooms, to call in advance just to say, hey, we're traveling all in it together, can you try and work that out? Which I didn't really think we needed to do. I wasn't expecting it, but good to know for next time. So after that was all sorted out, we all changed, and then we headed to Magic Kingdom. It was awesome. I was so happy to be back. I did not think that I was one of those people who cried to walk in, but I swear I cried like 6 times that day. And just like pulling up to the train station and then walking in, I was so excited to be back because I had been counting down for this trip for freaking ever, and it was finally here. So we kind of like did a walk down Main Street, and then we went back because we went to get like the disability services sorted out for Alex. I will do a whole other blog post and video about that, so make sure to keep an eye out for that. But then we had dinner at Crystal Palace, which was awesome. It was nice to like be really close to the castle so I could just kind of look and see it, and I swear it didn't hit me probably like for a couple days that we were there. Like I was just in shock. We had dinner there, it was really good, and then we did some rides, saw the castle lighting for the first time, which I cried. It was really, really cool. We watched Wishes, and then everyone else headed back. Ethan and I wanted to stay for the Once Upon a Time show. So that Wishes was at 10, the park was open till 11, and Once Upon a Time was at 10:45. So we stayed for that. We watched that. And then after that, we were just kind of walking around, and then we got our picture taken, and Ethan proposed. So I will do, again, a whole other blog post and kind of go through everything. I'll have some pictures for you guys, but we're engaged. So that was like highlight of the day for sure. I cried. But that was Sunday, and so then we got to spend the whole week celebrating. So that was, and then we just kind of, after that, we walked around a little bit, saw the Kiss Goodnight, which I didn't think we were going to stay long enough to see that, but we did. And then we headed back to the room. Monday, we went to Animal Kingdom. So we had the whole day at Animal Kingdom. One thing that I didn't really think about was how long it was going to take for everybody to get going in such a large group. So there were 9 of us, 9 adults, mind you, and it still took a long time. I can't imagine what it would be like with kids, but I'm going to do a whole, can you tell I have a lot of blog posts planned, but I'm going to do a post about tips for traveling in large groups, because it was something that you can't, you wouldn't know unless you do it. So, getting everybody going, but we got to Animal Kingdom. We did rides and stuff. We saw a Festival of the Lion King. Then I think we had lunch at Harambe Market, which was really good. What did I have? I don't remember what I had. It was good though. And then the dessert was really good. Oh, it was like a salad thing, I think. There was some coleslaw. I can't remember. I'll put it in the blog post. But that was really good. And then we did some more rides, hung out, saw the Tree of Life Awakenings, which were awesome. And it was so cool to see so many people kind of camped out in front of the Tree of Life at night. Like, it's a park that doesn't get a lot of credit, and a lot of people think that it's a half-day park, and so to like stay there until it was dark out was something that I had never done, but I was really excited to experience. And then just to like see all these people standing watching the Tree of Life like you were at any other park was really, really cool. But after that, the park closed at like 7 and it was dark because of the time of year. But we went back to the resort, and then I think we changed, and Ethan and I, Ethan's parents, his brother, and my parents, we all went to Trader Sam's. Oh, I will show you. We got the Oa. I'll put a picture in the blog post of the cup that it came in. But that was really fun, and if you can go to Trader Sam's, I would definitely suggest it. It was really fun, and I'm really glad we went, and it was such a cool little space, and it was so funny and fun. I just would really recommend it. But that was, so then we went to bed fairly early. Tuesday morning was our sleep-in morning, but it turned out when Ethan proposed that he had a photo session planned for Tuesday morning, so we didn't get to sleep in. We were up at 6:15. But we had a photo session from 7:30 till 8:30 a.m., which was like an engagement session. So that was really fun. It was really neat. We did it at the Polynesian, so we kind of got to see areas that we hadn't been to yet because we hadn't spent a lot of time there. So we did that, and then we got some breakfast, met up with everybody. We walked to the Grand Floridian and back, saw they were building the gingerbread house, which was really cool. We kind of relaxed for a little bit, and then my friend Haley met up with us, and then we ate at Kona in the Polynesian, which was really fun. Disney was great about accommodating so many people, and with 4 different rooms and all the different dining plan credits by room, it was easy. But Kona was really good, and then we had a little bit of time, and then we headed to Magic Kingdom at 4 because that's the earliest you can get in for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Excuse me. So we went in, and it was perfect. Like, we got to do some things before even the party started. The party was awesome. I really wanted to take it all in and do all the Christmas party things and not necessarily go on rides. So we saw the castle lighting again because Haley hadn't seen it, plus I wanted to see it again. We saw Holiday Wishes, we saw the parade. Again, I will do a whole blog post about this, and like kind of making the most of it. We tried some cookies and the drinks that they had that were free. Then after Wishes, Holiday Wishes, everybody else went back except for Haley, Ethan, and my mom and me. And we did like a whirlwind tour of Magic Kingdom. We did like Buzz Lightyear, we did Mad Tea Party, we did Winnie the Pooh, we did Pirates, we did Haunted Mansion, all like 5 to 10 minute waits, and it was awesome. And we left at, like, we were on the monorail. As we were leaving, they were playing Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays by NSYNC, so I was jamming. That's like, it's not Christmas till that CD comes out. But anyways, we were on the monorail at midnight, and the park closed at midnight, so we did that good. Wednesday was Epcot. I was really excited for that day because it was all the new things. We did Soarin', we did Frozen, we did Food and Wine. We had dinner at, on Tuesday we had dinner at Cosmic Rays, Starlight Cafe, but only one of the bays were open, so we had the falafel sandwich. We split it. It was but that's another thing at the Christmas party, not everything is open. But then back to Wednesday, we had, for lunch, we kind of just did Food and Wine. We went to Club Cool, did Food and Wine. We had dinner at Tepen Edo. Was awesome, so much fun. Would definitely recommend it. They were amazing for food, like allergies. Ethan and I are pescatarians, so we eat fish, not meat. But they cooked our stuff first, so there was no meat touching any of it. We got separate rice and everything. It was awesome. And it was fun because we had like the whole table because there were so many of us. They were really good about Haley joining us because she wasn't originally in our like reservation. They just pulled up a chair. It was awesome. But that was really fun. And then we kind of walked around a little bit, saw Illuminations, and then the park was closed, so we went back to the resort. Thursday was our only like day in Magic Kingdom, because before we had pretty much only seen it when it was dark out, so it was fun to see it. And it got really hot. Like, we beat the heat that day by doing Splash Mountain twice. We did like the Liberty Bell Riverboat. We spent more time in kind of like that area of the park, but that was really fun. We had lunch at Be Our Guest, which was awesome. Probably like just as good as dinner. I don't really remember dinner because it was in 2013, but I wasn't feeling well for that dinner, so lunch was really good, and it was cool to be back and see that. And then that day at Magic Kingdom, they were filming for the Christmas special, so there were a lot of people camped out in front of the castle. I don't know. I don't really get that, spending like that much money to go into the park just to stand there for a while. I guess you could potentially see yourself on TV, but that's just me. I wouldn't do it. It was cool to kind of see it because I always watch it to like know what it looks like behind the scenes of it. That day we went back. We had Ohana reservations at like 4:20, so we got back, had time to change, and then we had dinner. That was really good. If you're going to do one restaurant in the Polynesian, I would say Ohana. It is fairly hard to get into, but it was so good. And we got Lapu Lapus, the drinks that come in the pineapple. It was really good, and I would definitely recommend it. And then we kind of just hung out at the resort and we watched Holiday Wishes from the beach of the Polynesian because it's kind of like straight onto the castle, and like it was really cool. It didn't pipe in the music near the beach, which I was kind of expecting, but that's okay. It was still really cool, and like to see the perimeter bursts from far away just kind of like lighting up the entire sky was really awesome. What else? And then yeah, we kind of got to hang out, went to bed a little early, kind of just had a relaxing night at the hotel. It was cold that night though. I had jeggings and a sweater and a jacket on. And I had my feet in the sand and I couldn't feel my feet when I got back to the room. So, but it was really fun. It was nice to spend time at the resort too because I love it. Then Friday we went to Epcot again. We did Frozen Ever After again. Did some more food and wine. And then we walked out International Gateway, walked along the boardwalk, kind of stopped for a little bit, just took it all in, and then walked to Beach Club where we had lunch at Beaches and Cream. It is very, very small. I did not expect it to be that small. No wonder it was the only restaurant that kind of gave us an issue for trying to make a reservation for 9 people. You couldn't request that many people, so we actually had 2. They put us together. It was no problem. The food was so good, but the ice cream, I had a No Way Jose, and it was so good. And I ate half of it. I have a very small appetite, but for me, I demolished it. It was really good. Then after that, we walked to Hollywood Studios, which was a lot farther than I thought. I would take the boat if you are planning on doing that. And then we went to Hollywood Studios. We I don't think we did anything before Fantasmic. We might have. I don't think we did though. No, we did the Muppet Vision. That was what we did. We did that, and then we waited for Fantasmic, saw Fantasmic, then kind of went back to Toy Story Mania, saw the Star Wars fireworks trucking back there, and then we did Rock and Roller Coaster Tower of Terror. For the amount that's open there, we really did a lot. We missed some things, but that's okay. But that was really fun. We were there till pretty much park close. And then we went back to the resort and had to start packing, and then just decided that we were going to kind of take it easy on Saturday. I had fast passes at Magic Kingdom, but I didn't know what we were going to do. I kind of left it open. I was like, well, we can go to Magic Kingdom if there's still stuff to do there. You can go to Epcot if you want, whatever. We can split up, whatever. And we decided to go to Disney Springs, so we went there for a couple hours. Ethan and I were the only people who went back to the Magic Kingdom because I needed to say goodbye and I needed to experience it one more time. Started getting emotional when we were there just because I don't know when we're gonna be back. We've used for even DVC points wise, we've already used some of our points that we don't get until next October. And especially having been engaged, are we going to be married the next time we go? I don't know. So it was sad, but it was so much fun. After that, we went back to the Polynesian. We sat by the pool for a little bit, got some food. At Disney Springs, I had California roll from the Morimoto Asia street food, the to-go place. That was really good. Ethan had a pizza at Blaze Pizza, which was really good as well. And then we got food. We got fish tacos at the Cove, I think that's what it's called, the pool bar there. They actually have food there, which was really good. Kind of relaxed, and then headed towards the bus to pick up our luggage. We cashed in our last quick service credit for 3 snacks. So we got the candy. I have some here somewhere. I don't know where it went, but got that. And then as I was heading downstairs, I ran into Being Mommy with Style. I just I saw the stroller first, which I know from watching her Disney vlogs. So I talked to her a little bit. Her and her husband were going on a date night, so I didn't want to keep them. I said, just enjoy your date night. But it was really cool. She's the first YouTuber I've met, so that was really fun. And I kind of walked out and was like, oh my god, I watch her every day. So that was fun. Then we got back on the bus. Driving back to the airport, we actually saw more of Disney property, and I got to see a lot of the resorts. Which kind of made it harder to leave, but then we got back to the airport, and then it was just okay, I just want to be home now. If I'm not going to be at Disney, I don't want to travel. And then as we were boarding our flight, Jillian at home, another YouTuber that I watch regularly, was actually sitting in the seats behind us at the gate, and so I talked to her for a little bit, and then we got on the plane and got home at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and it was all a whirlwind of a trip, and it didn't even, still is kind of slowly setting in, the fact that I'm engaged and have a wedding to plan, but it was a really fun trip. It was very different going in a large group, that I'll definitely have some tips and stuff like that. But it was really fun, and it was really fun to go. It was fun to go with a lot of people, to have a lot of different people to kind of experience it with, and it was so much fun trying new things and going to the Christmas party and seeing it at Christmas and seeing the lights on the castle, and it was just a really good time. So, with all of that said, I hope you guys are looking forward to the vlogs. I am looking forward to sharing with them. They're sharing them with you. Vlogging went a little bit differently than I thought. It was really hard to vlog when there were so many people around, so I definitely don't have as much footage as I thought I would. I still have a lot to go through, but I guess it's not necessarily like the style I thought it was going to be. You don't see a ton of me, but that's okay, and it's, I didn't do it just for vlogging. I did it to have the memories of it too, so I can look back and kind of, instead of watching someone else and feeling like I'm there, remembering when I was there. But I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. So without further ado, here comes the trip trailer. I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you real soon. Bye!